Hey there, I'm Deanna from the Pilates studio. Thanks for joining me today. I'm just going to do a really quick kind of upper body, shoulder and neck stretch just to kind of get you moving a little bit. Something that's really easy to kind of stick in to your daily routine at your work desk. So we're going to get started. I'm going to get you to sit towards the front of your chair. Okay, so you're kind of on the edge of the chair a little bit. Your sit bones or your butt bones are still on the chair. You're going to take a deep breath in, reach your arms up to the ceiling. When you exhale, you're going to bend to one side. Inhale, bring the arms back up, and then exhale, bend to the other side. So you're keeping both butt cheeks on your chair, and you're just bending through your waist. So that top arm is reaching long. You should feel that stretch along the side of the ribs and the side of the waist. We're going to do one more on the other side. Take a deep breath in, both arms are still reaching to the ceiling. And then exhale, lower the arms, let the chin sink gently to your chest, and just start to roll forward nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time through the spine. Just take your time. You can start reaching the hands towards the legs and the feet, and just start flexing as far forward as you can, but keep your butt bones on your chair, so don't lift up off the chair. Take an inhale when you get to the bottom, and then exhale, think of restacking your spine, one vertebrae at a time, all the way back up. Your head should be the last thing that comes up. So you're restacking nice and slow. The head lifts at the last part. Inhale, reach your arms back to the ceiling. Same thing. Exhale, lower the arms. Let the chin sink to your chest. Take your time. Think of rolling through each section of the spine. Okay, your ribs will kind of tuck in as you flex forward. And you're just trying to take, like I said, your time just to make sure you work through all those little tight bits. That deep breath at the bottom should feel really, really, really deep. And then exhale, draw the abdominals in and start to restack the spine up, remembering that the head would be the last thing that comes back up. Perfect. And then you're going to sit right back in your chair. Okay, if you have a little pillow around, pop it in behind your back. Okay, it makes it a little bit easier to sit up straight even when you're working. It just gives you a little bit of assistance. But I want you to stay sitting up tall, and I want you to exhale, grab the chair and rotate. You're going to inhale, come to this side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going through the breathing for a couple reasons, or specific breathing. So you don't hold your breath. And the breathing, if you breathe nice and deep, you're going to get a stretch and all those muscles through the rib cage. And it's relaxing. Coming back to the center, arms are resting at your side for now. I want you to think of taking your left ear and lowering it towards your left shoulder. Perfect. Then take your left hand and just rest it on the top of your head. Just gently, I mean really gently, just pull just enough so you feel a little bit more of a stretch on that right side. Reach long through that right arm, like you're trying to touch your fingertips to the floor. You're just trying to get that stretch through the side of your neck and probably in the top of the shoulder as well. And then release your hand, bring your head nice and slow up. Same thing on the other side. So you're going to tilt the head first, the ear to the shoulder. You should still be looking straight ahead. And then using your right hand to gently pull. If it's already super tight and you don't need any extra stretch, you don't need to pull on the head. And then reach that arm nice and long. So you're trying to touch those fingertips towards the floor. Just try to breathe, right? Just try to relax. And then you're going to release the hand and release the head up. I want you to roll the shoulders forward, up and back, really big rolls. If you need more space, you can always move forward. Just that nice roll through the traps, your upper, a lot of people call them your shoulders, but it's the part right up in here. Those muscles attach all the way into the back of your head. So when you're like tensed up at your computer all day, those muscles can get really tight. So just rolling your shoulders like this will start to bring some blood flow to them and start to relax them a little bit. And then reverse the direction so they go back, up, and forward. And again, same idea, you're just using those muscles to roll the shoulders so the blood will start to flow to the muscles and it'll help relax. You'll almost feel maybe they're a little bit warm. Perfect. One more here. And then I want you to take both arms up to the ceiling, clasp your fingers together, and reach the palms of your hands to the ceiling. Okay, to stretch out through the forearms. And then we're going to add a bend to it. So you're going to bend to the side. Then I want you to rotate and look towards the floor. Then you're going to come back again, and then come upright. So you're going to bend to one side, rotate to look towards the floor, turn back to the front, and up. We're going to do one more on each side. So you bend, rotate, back to the middle, and up. One more time. Bend, rotate, back to the middle, and up. Perfect. All right, now I'm going to just turn my chair a little bit just so you can see. I still want to do a little bit of back or lower back movement before we finish. So you're going to sit right on the edge of your chair. If the floor you're on is really, really slippery, just be careful, okay? I want you to sit nice and close to the edge, legs are shoulder width apart. You're going to reach the arms out to the front, palms facing in, and I want you to roll back. So tuck your pelvis under. So your low back will actually flatten a little bit. You're in like almost a C curve. And then you're going to restack your spine up straight. So you roll. Now when you restack your spine up straight, your arms are going to reach up. You're going to lower as you roll back and reach up. And again, it's just about moving through the shoulders, which does help relieve some of that tension in the neck. Down. This is a half roll back that you would do in a Pilates class. If you tighten through the abdominals to do this, you should get a little bit outward. 2 more here. And up. One more time. And up. Perfect. And then I'm going to just turn the chair back to the front. And we're going to finish off with a little bit of neck movement. So sitting up nice and tall, right in the back of the chair, you're going to just turn your head to the right, and then turn your head to the left. And right, and left. Just that nice slow movement. And again, this is something you can do anytime through the day. And then you're going to turn to the right and hold it. Okay, so you're looking to the right, then you're going to let that chin, or your chin, excuse me, drop towards your chest, and you should feel a little bit of a stretch in the back of your left side of your neck. You can take your right hand, bring it behind your head, and gently pull that chin towards the chest a little bit more. Take your left arm and reach it out to the side so it's now straight. So just like that other stretch where you're reaching your fingertips towards the floor, just gently, very, very gently. You don't want to overstretch, especially through the neck. Then you can release the hand, release the head, turn the other way. Chin comes towards the floor, using that left hand to gently help that head tip a little bit further down. Right arm is straight, fingertips are reaching to the floor. Again, this is a stretch for a slightly different muscle in the neck. This is the muscle that's responsible for lifting and lowering lifting your shoulder blades. Okay, releasing the head. So if this, again, if you're like this all day, that muscle can get quite tight. And the last one we're going to do here is still sitting back. You want to bring both hands, they're clasped behind your head. Okay. Now I want you to be able to sit up straight. So if it's uncomfortable, you don't have to have your elbows right out to the side. Okay. As long as they're pointing fairly forward. Sitting up tall, and I want you to gently press your hands into the back of your head while you press your head into the back of your hands. Okay. You should feel some muscle working here, and just think of lengthening tall, very gentle, and then inhale, rotate. Exhale, come to the middle. Inhale, exhale. Might feel difficult to inhale as you turn. I'm trying to get a little stretch here. Again, you've still got that little bit of pressure into the back of your head and into the hands. One more on each side. Last time. And then release the arms. And then the very last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make you stand up, which is always a good thing if you've been sitting at your desk all day. If you can, face your chair. Okay, feet pointing straight towards the chair. You're going to take a deep breath in, reach your arms to the ceiling. And then exhale, reach your hands towards your chair, roll forward so your hands are flat on the chair. Okay, so you're rounded through your back. And then I want you to straighten your back and then tuck and round it. This would be like an angry cat stretch. Okay, so you straighten the back, you exhale, round the back. Inhale, straighten, and round. 2 more. Just gets that back moving. Now I want you to bring your back as straight as you can. If it's uncomfortable with your legs straight, you can bend the knees a little bit. And then just shift the weight into your heels to stretch through the back of your legs. And just try to breathe, try to relax your shoulders. And when you're ready, you're going to slowly start to bring yourself back up into a standing position. And you're done. Short and sweet, a little bit longer than 5 minutes, but definitely worth the time. I hope you enjoyed the class today, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks again.